Oh, hello there. Let me see around. Okay, not everyone is fallen asleep. That's great. We will change this in a second. Yeah, I'm Shido. We are going to run Resident Evil 1 here, and this slightly overdressed man next to me can introduce himself.
Yeah, I'm Doc Niederreiner, and bow ties are cool, so
And you never played this game before, right?
never.
Great.
Never ever.
Okay. I knew I had to work with experts. Okay, we will run Resident Evil 1, the first survival horror game of this series, classic version from 1996. For those of you who like this game and know this game, maybe already we will run this almost glitchless, so we will not break the game, and we will have a bunch of time for donations if you consider donate for a good cause. There are almost 20 minutes of unskippable cutscenes, so I would say we will let right go, and time will start. I will count down. It's when I hit the button after the text scrolls down there. So we go in 3, 2, 1, let's go.
What is this?
Yeah, this is Resident Evil 1. For those who don't know the storyline of this, Resident Evil short, there is Umbrella in the nearby with the raccoon forest or the raccoon city and the forest. They are developing the T virus, and virus that is turning humans into zombies, common thing. And somehow it get out of the labs, infested some random strangers, and yeah, the police went out for investigating a bit. The first team got lost, and we are out of the second team trying to find our comrades. And yeah, up to this, it's a normal police run.
Stay alert.
But this will change in a second. So only 3 of us left. Jill, the other Barry, who is going to have the most talking part of this run, and Captain Wesker we left behind in the main hall. So instantly Barry found something.
Yeah, and as in every horror movie, splitting up is the best idea ever.
Best idea, of course. Okay, we found some blood on the floor. Just normal things, not really uncommon so far. Picking up wooden emblems, not uncommon as well. First uncommon thing, I maybe guess. I will let this here just for nostalgic reasons.
And I think we found a hint.
Oh boy. Oh, this is not looking good. Okay, he is looking even worse. Okay, I would say we are not qualified for this, so let's get the hell out of here. Barry, help.
He has a bigger weapon, so...
Yeah, he has a weapon.
What is it?
Watch out! It's a monster!
Let me take care of this.
This might be the strongest zombie in the entire franchise. He took 3 bullets out of a magnum to die.
What is it?
Quite heavy stuff for him.
Indeed, sir.
Maybe by this
Okay.
creature.
I guess now it's the time
report this
where
to
we go
Wesker.
back to our captain. This is not normal police stuff. We should definitely think about a new plan here. So let's go for Wesker. And what a surprise, Wesker is gone. So Barry told us now to investigate the whole area. Luckily the game only worries about if Wesker is underneath the stairs here. We look at no, he's not there. Okay, that's it. For the game now, we totally investigated the whole area, and now Barry is going for a long monologue where he simply says nothing besides of let's split up and search the whole way. So this would be maybe the first time for a donation here real quick.
Well, it can't be
Sure. We have $5 from a Finnish guy. Thank you so much. And just a reminder that you can donate, but can also throw us some bits, and you can subscribe from on our Twitch channel, also using Twitch Prime. So if you have any of those, you can just pull them out right now.
okay. And
Yeah, perfectly.
here's a lot.
Barry is still talking.
Might be handy.
He gives us a lockpick now. We need to
Take it with you.
see the other part of the mansion, but most likely we are just investigating the mansion now a little bit further. And on my way I will pick up seemingly random items there, and this has one reason. Next time we are going to meet Barry, it will be in the main hall as well. He will start a dialogue as well, and normally he gives us a weapon there, acid rounds for our bazooka. We haven't yet, and he will talk for a minute longer. And to avoid this, I will fill up my inventory, and then the game sees over. No space, no weapon. Here we go.
this poor woman is not capable of taking another slot in the inventory,
No, of course.
though the inventory is quite big.
Do you see any pockets in those trousers? I don't, so...
Not even a backpack or something, but
So let's fill up the inventory a bit here. On. Okay, this is the only useful thing we need, this chemical here. One strange thing the Resident Evil community started in this game is we named our zombies that have a special role. And we are going to meet the first zombie that has a name. He's called Norman Bites.
because Norman bites.
Because Norman Bites here. And we're going to meet the second one. This is King Henry, not this guy here. It's this guy here. I'm going to take him on a safe strat. That was closer than expected. And there is Barry again.
Jill,
And again,
what's going
endless
on?
talking.
Any clues?
Yeah, endless
No,
talking.
but
But
something
good thing is
wrong
Barry
with
will
the
cut off here very strange when he recognizes our inventory is full. He's just stopped talking,
Maybe it's
waving
better to
and running
secure
away.
our escape route first.
And then we really
There
can
must
get a
be
weapon now.
back door somewhere.
Get a bit of healed
Let's try
after
to find
this bite,
it first,
Yes,
shall we?
indeed.
just to get rid of this item.
Yeah, this comes in handy. We have a first aid spray we can use. We got a little bit snagged by a zombie, so let's heal up there. Good point there. So let's lose this, and I don't know. You like crows?
Always.
Always?
They are
Okay.
black and beautiful birds.
Okay, I don't like them. So what? I don't. I like to equip my bazooka. Thank you. Unfortunately, there was a dead comrade, but his bazooka is still working. So we take this here now. Okay, we need to push this here, but there is a zombie in our way, and so I have to shoot it. Wait, let me not miscount here. 5, 6, 7. Okay, you saw me opening the menu right after shooting. This is called pause canceling. We do this to save a little bit of time here. Don't worry about these zombies, they're just having a hangover, puking a little bit around, everything is fine. Pause canceling is like when you aim, the animation is split into two parts. When she starts aiming, then you're shooting, and when you stop aiming and she lowers the gun. And you can avoid this lowering of the gun when you open the menu and close it instantly again. The animation from weapon lowering is instantly cancelled and you can move faster. You'd use this in knife only pretty often because you can get around zombies then faster. Okay, we use the chemical here because there is a key behind this. We need. Doc, please tell me, do you like classical music?
A bit,
A bit.
just for relaxing.
Okay, relaxing, perfect. We have had some zombie encounters here, so let's chill a bit. But I cannot play without notes, so let's pick up the notes here real quick. Luckily, Jill is quite talented at the piano. So, let's hear this.
Might be a major subject on police school.
I don't know. But it sounds good.
And of course, in every spooky mansion, there is a secret door which only opens when the right music is played. So here as well.
Of course, I have such a riddle in my house in my hometown as well. Alright. Did I mention earlier this is not a good day to be in Jill's team? We are going for the bad ending here, so without spoiling too much, there will be not much survivor in the end. So for those who are a little bit familiar with the RE canon, this is definitely not the canon version, because we were in first place we were out for searching Chris. We are not even getting close to Chris. Oh, nice pass.
We don't really search for him. We just ignoring every hint.
No, we
Might be Chris.
search him in total. We may have lost Barry here. We don't know where Wesker is. So this is a quite bad day so far for Jill. Let's see if we can find another survivor. Oh, there we are.
Richard, what happened?
Oh, Jill, this This house is dangerous.
Richard is just telling us he had a small encounter with a little snake there, and he got poisoned.
Just a bit. It's just a flesh wound.
Yeah, it seems like. But luckily he knows, for some reason, that there is a serum in the house.
There is
Unlucky, it's on the other side of the house.
No.
There has to be one point.
With me.
No problem.
So Jill
I'll go
decides,
and get
okay,
it.
let's try
Thanks.
at least save him.
At least
So,
try to save him.
and then, so now we are exiting. Okay, thanks game. I know the map. Okay, we are heading out. The game started an in-game timer, which, if we would took too long there, Richard would die. Luckily, we are on a speedrun here, so we are fast and we can do other stuff on the way. Pick up the serum, get back there, and Richard will hopefully be alive. The bad thing about this is then he's going to talk again. But this is still faster than let him die, so we are going to save him. Okay, and we, as Barry mentioned before, we are trying to get out of this mansion. And we knew, for some reasons, that we need 4 crests to get out of this mansion. Behind this statue there was the first crest.
Yeah, I think Jill was at a fortune teller where she goes.
Maybe, when she read the report earlier. Okay, let me clean up my inventory real quick.
Pistol, we don't need pistols, we don't need healing, we don't need ammunition. We just need our bazooka.
I have the bazooka. That's all I need. Okay, we got the serum, so let's head back for Richard.
And the bazooka is actually the only weapon used in this category.
Yeah, it is. We will stick to the, with this till the end, so it's pretty fine. Dodge this guy here real quick, back into the main hall. And then we are almost back at Richard. The problem about this is Richard is not going to make it. And we have to face the snake Richard was
I'll give you a shot
meeting
now.
earlier. And this is our first boss encounter of the run. The snake is called Yawn. And Yawn has this stupid poison inside, so if Yawn bits me, we're about to lose 2 to 3 minutes in total to this run. So I will shut up here and concentrate to take the very specific correct line to not get bit by Yawn.
So his strategy on the next room is just to find the route right around this giant little snake, pick up the item in the other end of the room,
And get the hell out of here. Yeah.
You could see her, and
This is Yawn, say hi to Yawn.
hi Yawn. Just get around him.
Okay, perfect, we got a clean in. There's the second crest.
Now with the moon, and now get the hell out of here without getting bitten. Yeah,
Perfect.
this was good.
Perfect. Okay, this saves us a bunch of time and we can continue. Okay, let's not get too greedy around him. Okay. So, in this
Talking
room...
about greedy.
Yeah, talking about greedy. In this room you can get quite greedy with the statues to cover up the holes in the ground. As you can see, they are not totally covered up, but this should work when I press the button that it will not spread the whole room with poison and gas.
But just lowers this glass pane.
For some weird reasons. And there's the third crest, perfectly. And so we will head for the fourth and last crest to get out of this mansion finally. Let's meet Norman again. Norman not bites this time. Okay, the next zombie can be a problem. No, not this time, thank you. He cooperated, I really appreciate it. Into gallery.
It's quite late, so the zombie's even slower than normal.
I hope so, I hope so. Okay, normally you have 2 ways to solve this puzzle. Either you're very good at Japanese and can read the descriptions of the paintings here, or you just simply memorize the order to press the buttons underneath it. I prefer the second way.
For the people who are interested of what these pictures are showing, it's just the normal way of life of a man. So starting with his birth, going further, and ending on the last picture, which has fallen down now with his death.
Yeah. Exactly. So we have all 4 crests. We can go out now here. He's unfortunately in our way. Hi there. Okay, here's a small dog. Oh, he didn't aggro. That's perfect. And quite rare. So let's set up in the... oh, what the hell? Thank you. The 4th crest here real quick, and then I try to do a
Magic the door open.
small trick here to squeeze through and push it. Okay, this is called quick ran, because we need to push the ladder to get up here, to equip this or crank here. And luckily Jill can squeeze through this little gap we saw there in the beginning. If you run the category with Chris, he's simply too fat for this. He cannot squeeze through, so this is a Jill only trick.
I wouldn't call Chris fat, but musculous.
Of course. Who can punch boulders in Resident Evil 5 simply is not fat.
Yeah.
Okay. Not much stuff going on here right now. We are just running through the garden to the next house, because there is a guardhouse nearby the mansion.
While it's raining snakes, so
Common thing,
total casual.
casually. Those snakes are pretty mean.
Yeah.
They can poison you really bad, so get around them is pretty good. Don't
Fortunately, you're running quick enough.
yeah. Whoa. Hey there.
At least Jill knows that this is a speed one.
Yeah, the dog knows as well. Let me... oh. Okay. Let's real quick go into bathroom. Unplug randomly some water. And get the key there. And in room before we have to pick up a good book, but unfortunately this book is guarded by 2 zombies. We call them the twins, Mary-Kate and Ashley. Don't know why.
And Mary-Kate unfortunately has to die.
Mary-Kate is in our way. Ashley normally is not that big of a deal. Yeah, she's slow. We picked up the good book and can now out here. What the hell? Let me off, please. Thank you. That was a small tentacle form from our next boss we are going to meet. And this is plant 42. When you look at the walls, it's a quite big plant.
Yeah. But in the moment, just casually hanging down the ceiling in the living room.
Of course. We will meet plant 42 in just a couple of minutes, but before this, we need to go downstairs. Because every Resident Evil game needs a box puzzle. This one is the first one of Resident Evil 1. And I have to count exactly 23 times here now, so let me not miscount here. I shut a little bit up there.
Yeah. And while he is pushing the boxes, we could maybe tell a bit about the upcoming boss fight with Plant 42. In casual, you can just fire your bazooka 3 times, and you have done it without the chance of Plant 42 ever to hit you. In such very, very seldom cases, Plant 42 is missed by one of your shots. And in these cases, we need a backup strategy, which make a loss of, again, about 1 minute or 2.
Yeah, I think so. The problem is we only have 3 shots left in our bazooka, so Plant 42 takes 3 shots. If one is missing, we're simply running out of ammo. And we have to back out of the room, get another set of flame rounds then, and re-enter the room, shot again 3 times, so... This takes a little bit of time, but it's not big of a deal. Plant 42 cannot really hit us, so... He could hit us maybe, but this is not a big of a problem. Say hi to Neptune.
And his 2 children.
Of course.
By the way, during this speedruns, no animals were harmed. Really?
Maybe. I don't know how sharks swim in underground without water. We will see in a couple of seconds.
Yeah, but the animal rescue is already on the way, so...
Okay, perfect, perfect. So all this just for this key, we need to enter the room with Plant 42. So Neptune is fine, he's still wiggling around. I guess he will be fine lately.
Yeah.
So...
And at least there's a bit of water.
Yeah,
quite
he
close. So
yeah he simply has to open the door and squeeze through there, and he's fine.
yeah.
Okay,
So don't worry about him.
so let's
You won't
get
see them dying in the stream.
to plan 42. What you mentioned earlier, that one shot is missing, that is so uncommon. It's very, very rare, and I hope I will not get marathon luck here. This is going to happen.
I think you told me it's sub 1%. So
Kindish like this, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, let me go in here. Oh,
That
perfect.
looks fine.
That was perfect. Okay. We shot all our bullets into the plant. Thought it is gone. Jill is going into it, and of course the plant is growing again. And simply now we have a problem.
But where's the problem is also a solution.
What the hell is
Very. Luckily.
And luckily he found a new toy. His
Yeah.
flamethrower.
I simply don't have a single clue where he get that one from, but I don't know.
Maybe he met MacGyver or someone else.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, for us it's luckily now, because we are going to survive this now. After the plants finally fall
Falling
down into a big pile of, I don't know.
You saved me.
Smoothie.
Have I mentioned before the
Thanks, Barry.
ultimately
Don't mention it.
cringy
What a
voice acting
monster.
out of Resident Evil
I
1?
can't believe. What the hell is
No.
this place anyway?
Not today.
Okay. So we just need this key. This key is for Mansion 1, where we came from. So we will head back now for the mansion. Oh, what's this?
I think in this
Wesker.
dialogue we have
Oh.
just a bit time.
Yeah, this is just Wesker talking random shit that we have to go back into Mansion. So there we can go for one donation here.
Of course, we have a $5 donation from Napson saying, Shido, great job, keep it up and have all fun there in Sweden. Just a reminder, guys, that all of your donations are going to Save the Children, the foundation that supports children all over the world. Reminder that one in 6 children worldwide are out of school, missing out on critical learning. And Save the Children is always ready there, repairing damaged schools and supplies, learning materials so the children can return to school. So this is only one of the sections that Save the Children helps, so if you want to help them, keep on donating.
Okay. I'll go to
Thank
the
you,
other house and see
Napson.
if I can
Napson
find
is
any-
one of the also German speedrunners in the Resident Evil community. He's most likely running Resident Evil 2, but he also ran Resident Evil 1. Oh, sorry, I just don't mention the B.
Yeah.
So, quick shout out for Napson here. Okay, now we heard the radio we got earlier from Richard, but I'm not in the mood to chat right now. I have to head back. I have orders from my captain, so we are simply heading back to the mansion. And normally you would think, okay, mansion, we have done this already. We may open a couple of new doors with the key here, but Resident Evil has this great feature when you re-enter a section you were before, there are new enemies.
Yeah.
And the new enemies we are going to meet are called the Hunters. If you don't know what Hunters are, I will show you in a second. Hunters are, well, a little bit faster than zombies, a little bit more annoying than zombies.
A little
And-
bit smaller.
They're a little bit smaller, and they are just giant frogs.
Yeah.
Mutated frogs. Okay, we can... Oh, he's going... Oh, that was close. Okay, we need some light here. We... No, Jill likes books, so let's pick up this book here.
And just running away again. Another hunter just dancing a bit around.
Yeah, we totally need some new ammo here. This is going a little bit too harsh. Okay, get... Oh, that was greedy. Okay, let's re-meet a good old friend. We had a date earlier with a snake called Yawn. And there is a bill open, so let's meet up Yawn again. Oh, another piano. Jill, can you play this again? Maybe there is opening another passage to go. Oh no. Yawn. Yeah, I concentrate her now here not to mess up.
Yeah, but you asked for another passage. It's now in the floor.
Oh, I dropped the fourth one, but totally fine.
But all fine.
And of course, Barry is coming in.
Jill, have you found anything interesting?
Now, we found nothing
Yes,
interesting.
but I
Don't
can't
mention
see
the
very
big
well.
dying pile of
How
snake
about
on the
going down and
ground
check
there.
by
It's
yourself?
totally fine,
I
Barry.
have a rope here.
Oh, do you? Well, then I'll try to
Okay.
go down using the rope.
We were going down there,
Wait.
Barry is dropping the rope and then leaving, and then we are just running through a couple of hallways. So if there are any donations, we can go through it now.
And we will go through them. We have $5 from Liquid Nightmare saying, my favorite Resident Evil 1 runner in the action on ESA. My life is fulfilled now, less than 3. I'm so glad to see you right now where you belong, Shido.
Barry!
And we also have another $5 from Quinn. Shido, helping Jill make it to the dawn of September 28th in a record time. We salute you.
Salute back.
Liquid,
Well-
random, much appreciate your support for a good cause here. So, the only reason we re-entered the mansion is we need a battery. Because there is an elevator in the garden we simply haven't used yet. We were not able to, he's without electricity, so we need this battery here laying in one room hidden. And with that we can reactivate the elevator in the garden and open a new passage. Let's get rid of them. Okay, we ran out of bullets. This is not good in a zombie apocalypse. So there's the battery and luckily some grenades. And if everything goes wrong, these are the last grenades we need in the game.
Everything goes right.
Yeah, it was right. Yeah, totally, thanks. We are going to meet our next zombie that deserves the name. We are in the kitchen here, so it's most likely to name the next zombie Gordon Ramsay. With a special entry. I will let this here for a second because he's the only zombie that got a special cutscene.
And at least this is really Hell's Kitchen.
And he can open doors. Gordon is
The second one.
a little bit overqualified here, but I don't have time for him. So now it's all about getting out of this mansion again. We have the battery, we have a pile of hunters here like him.
But don't caring about anyone here now.
No, we are not caring about. We are simply just running out of the mansion now. A little warning here for those who are afraid of spiders. Please close your eyes now. And you can open it again. Okay, this little guy here is weird, because when you're running a perfect line in this hallway, he's going to hit you no matter what. If you're running a non-perfect line, a little squeezed at the corner there, he's going to miss you all the time. So it's actually faster not to be perfect. This game punishes you for being good. So just going down here, the elevator is at the lower level.
So again, the waning snakes.
Of course, they climbed up again and falling down in the exact same order. So now the dogs become a little bit RNG based. They can spawn in different positions and run in different ways. So I will take a safe line here, and I was good doing so. But the next two zombie dogs are the problem. Because there is a screen transition we hear. They are aggroing pretty good, and he's in our way. Ouch, thank you. Much appreciated. One bite is fine, I take it. So let's close the gap here that fills the water back into the pool and stops the waterfall from falling down.
So getting back to the small doggos.
Yeah, this time they're quite handy. They're a little bit small-brained, they simply forgot about us and were chilled again.
Fortunately, they don't remember how you taste.
Yeah, the D1, yeah. Those two normally are not... Oh, where's the second one? Okay, the second one is gone. I take it. And we are in an underground now. On our long-lasting journey for surviving members of the STARS, the special unit of the Raccoon City Police Department.
Is that Jill?
And we found one.
Is that voice Enrico's?
And it's not even one, it's Enrico, the leader of the other team that we were going to rescue in first place.
Oh no.
But I think we weren't very successful
Listen,
to
Yeah.
this
the stars are
point.
going to be
Yes, one
finished soon.
important information here.
Someone is a traitor.
We have a traitor,
Everything was plotted from the start by Umbrella.
and
I think he's right behind the corner.
maybe. So Enrico knew too much and paid it with his life.
Enrico! Who killed him, I wonder?
I don't know. Let's see if we can find the murder. Oh, this crank looks pretty suspicious. Let's take it. I love cranks. Oh, of course, we are re-entering a section, so there are enemies. Like this hunter here.
Or this one.
Okay. Run around the corner here. Luckily, the crank we found is working for this strange kind of mechanism. I'm not very an archetype or something like this. I simply don't know how this works. And I simply don't know why Jill is cranking it 180 degrees. 90 degrees would have worked well. Jill, hurry up please, this is a speedrun, thank you.
Maybe she read the manual and it is necessary for some kind of stability or something.
Doc, tell me, do you like Indiana Jones?
Oh, I really enjoy the films. At least the older three ones.
Okay, never mind. Little warning for those who didn't like spiders. We are going to meet our next boss. This is a big spider. That one here.
But we don't harm them.
Yeah, I don't have time for him, so we simply shoot our way out here and get the hell out of here. And now it's about cranking again. And this takes a couple of seconds, so we can go for another donation here.
Sure. We have two $5 donations. One is from Latwig saying, nice job, nice to see you there in Sweden. Greetings to both of you. Less than 3. And also we have $5 from Justin H404 saying, Recross hype for the kids. I see that we have a $5 train coming up, so if you want to keep the train rolling, you can keep on donating.
Yeah, there's no train in this game, so we can go definitely with a donation train. I would prefer this.
There's just a helicopter in the end.
Yeah. Trains are in Resident Evil 2 and 3. So we use a little trick here. Normally you have to crank in the wall again. But I pushed the statue in a very specific position, so we can simply push it now without cranking the wall back in. Saves a couple of seconds here. There's a strange highlighted place on the ground there. Statue fits perfectly. Oh, we have a second book. There was a medal in the first book and we got a second book, so there's most likely a second medal. And we're going to need them up here. And then we are going to enter the last section of the game, the labs.
Yeah, and tell me, are you hiding your precious books also in a cave beneath your house?
Of course.
Yes.
If I would had such a house like this, I would hide stuff everywhere, just
like in the game.
Yeah, just like in the game. Okay, water drains out again for some reasons, and underneath this there is a totally dried out elevator that goes down into the labs. And
Just
so
a bit old and rusty, but seems fine.
So the labs are pretty good secured, so we need first to hack into the system. Luckily the password is always the same, so we can go here.
Yeah,
I like to give a special shout out to Witch Rain here. She knows why.
yeah, but still, it's not hacking if you know the password by default.
Yeah, I know the password, but Jill doesn't.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So as mentioned before, we don't care about Chris, so we only need a level B2, not B3. So we need another password here. This is mole. Wait, was there 5 digits? No.
All fine.
Okay, perfect. So let's get the hell out of here. Into the room we just opened, because there is a key behind and we need this key to get more into the labs. So let's head up back again into the visual data room. to the most broken trigger of the game. Look, Jill is just pushing the switch with the shoulder. Very strong shoulder. So, and this is the key we need. So we are going for the next two named zombies around Jeremy. I'm going for a safe dodge here.
And bye.
Those were Ron and Jeremy. Okay. Key is useless now. And we are going to enter the powerhouse. And meet a new kind of enemies, the Chimeras.
Which are in fact the enemies with the strongest attack in the whole game.
From the normal enemies, yes. When they attack you from above and they hit you, they make 20 damage. Jill only has 96. This is called the quiet room. I don't know why.
Sorry, I cannot understand you.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Okay, let's get hella out of here. This is too loud. Please attack. But luckily we don't get hit, so we have a little bit HP left here. Just had this one dog bite.
The silence of
silence.
these hallways.
Perfect.
Jill!
Oh, silence is gone. Very.
Yeah. And he doesn't understand that this is a speed
I
one.
was looking for you.
Speed 1, not speed 1.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Barry is just on a slow line, or he's walking only category.
I don't know this category.
Barry does.
Okay.
Okay, we are just going up here. Barry is looking like he is not feeling that good. I don't know.
Do you feel good if you're right in the center of the apocalypse?
I'm not feeling good if I'm betraying a good friend.
I think you should stay away from Barry.
So we now have a almost 5-minute cutscene left where Wesker is going to tell us that he is the traitor, he is working for Umbrella, he used stars and used Barry to get us into this trap. And then he's talking about the most powerful biological weapon, and I would give you one advice. If you are in a zombie apocalypse, don't talk about the most powerful biological weapon. In Resident Evil, everyone who talks about this is going to die. And so Wesker. But he's going to show us this real quick, so we are going to meet Tyrant in the next room with what is our final boss fight. Luckily Tyrant is going down with 3 shots out of the bazooka. We have 4, so we should definitely be able to bring him down. And because we're running the bad ending, the ending % where everyone is going to die, we are not going to meet Tyrant again a second time in the end. So this is really the last encounter of this enemy.
Yeah, and you told me before the one that you will try a relatively new technique.
Should I try?
Surely.
Okay, to bring down Tyrant, we use a technique. After the cutscene, we run around him in a certain position, and there are 3 positions we can go. A very safe position, a normal position, and a very, very greedy position. I saw for the first time a week ago, and I tried it in a practice run, and it worked. We can go for it. The bad thing is, Tyrant is turning. Normally he gets stuck on a key Wesker has dropped then. But we are so close to the key then, if I'm not hitting all 3 shots very quick, Tyrant is going to slice us. If I'm doing it perfectly, he will definitely try to punch us.
But die in the animation.
But die during the animation, yeah. So we still have over a minute of talking Wesker left, so we can head on with another donation.
Another one. Okay, we have another $5. This time is from Nolo Yolo. And he says, really enjoying the marathon so far. Good luck with the rest of this run. And these $5 are put to Pokemon White 2 any % to fight Cynthia. We have some incentives that you can donate, like this one. We also have one incoming very soon in the horror block for Secret of Evermore. Let me just find it real quick. If we gain $300, the runner can be attacked by chickens. So if you want this little cheeky situation to happen, you have to donate.
All this power will be
I would definitely prefer chickens now than the big one we saw there. Okay, I'm going to try for this really, really greedy fight here. I'm most likely to fail, but Well, as I mentioned before, I saw this strategy, this technique for the first time last week, and I nailed it so far twice out of, I guess, 40 tries or so. Let's go for it. But we can tank the one hit if we are fail, so we are fine.
Yeah, you won't die of it, and
Hopefully.
I think with trying something quite complicated or difficult, it's a bit more entertaining than always going on the safe side.
Yeah. But I have to shut up here for this.
Yeah. So there's the key Shido already mentioned. When the safe way, this big Tyrant just got stuck and cannot step over it and just stay where he was. But now...
What? Oh, this is... Okay, this is totally not what expecting.
Okay. Now this was more than ultra greedy when picking up the key at first.
Yeah, I made a mistake here. Normally you have two buttons to shoot. You have the aim button and the action button. And I was slipping off the aim button and accidentally hit the action button first, so Jill decided to pick up the key instead of aiming and shooting Tyrant. But it's fine. It wouldn't be a Shido run if I hadn't messed up something. This is the last zombie in the game. It's called Rob Zombie because he's the last enemy. He has the ability to rob the run.
It's you.
In fact, we cannot die anymore, and so...
We're just waiting for Barry to die now.
As mentioned before, this is a very bad day to be in Jill's near here. Wesker dead, Barry dead, Chris, we don't know, Richard dead, Enrico dead, Kenneth dead, Forrest dead.
The only one alive is going to rescue us now.
Yeah, we have Brad, right, the chicken that's chickened out earlier with the helicopter.
Yeah, which we haven't seen
because it was in the intro.
Yeah, we skipped the intro. But luckily he got to the helicopter and now he can rescue us.
So Barry is going to die here. In his last wish he gave us a photo of his family. It was pretty nice. Can we go up, please? Thank you. Oh, this is Brad. Okay, and the hardest part of the run is now going to take place. We need to pick up this battery and set it in right here.
Directly to the last elevator.
Yeah, another elevator split here. And then it's all about just collecting the flare, shooting it, that Brad can find us, and we're done. And time will then be when this time slowly fades out. But yeah. So this may take a couple of seconds here real quick. We can go for another donation in the end.
So I'm gonna be real quick. We have $5 from Sinner saying, well done guys, keep up the good work. And we also have $20 from Justin H404. Thank you so much.
Perfect, thank you guys. So Brett is about to land here. And time's coming up real soon. Now it's fading out and we got time. Thank you for that, boys.
Yeah, and while the outro is playing, I think we got another donation.
Yes, we do. We have $20 from Loxyface that donates this $20 towards Secret of Evermore 100% run to have the name of the boy changed to Badger. Right now, this incentive has Lady Gaga in the lead with $40. So if you want this name to be Badger or something else, you can donate to this as well.
Perfect. Okay, now we are just seeing Jill realizing that everyone has died, having a bad day. And I would like to use the time in the outro to make some special shout outs here to a couple of persons. First of all, to the whole RE speedrun community. If you consider learning any speedrun, I highly recommend you, if you are into horror games, you can definitely go for Resident Evil because they're easy to learn and they're really hard to master, but easy to learn speedruns. And in this amazing community, I get along with such lovely people. I get known to a couple of people like Liquid Nightmare and Millie, Nepson, Mr. Popo, Random Encounter. Those are just so lovely and kind persons. I made real good friendships out of this. Special shout out to Nefs, the former world record holder here. Here in Sweden it's now the 17th of February and it's his birthday.
Yeah, so happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Nefs. And talking about world record holder, Clicks Gaming and his wife Witch Rain, Deagle, all amazing peoples out of the Resident Evil community. If you like to run it, as I mentioned before, just hop on the Discord or in some of our streams. We will most likely to help you and you can get really easy, really nice into speedrunning Resident Evil. And last but not least, thanks to all of the stuff from the ESA crowd for giving me the opportunity to run Resident Evil 1 here. Even though I'm not so big of a streamer and not so long into streaming, they give me this small opportunity here and I hope you enjoyed the run here as well.
And at the very end, don't forget,
yeah, there's one
special shout out.
There is one person left. This is Latwix. Still sitting there, clipping every second of this run. My own mod in chat. Greetings back to Germany. So, thanks to the crowd. And we are out here for it today.
Have fun with all the other ones.
And keep on donating for a good cause. Bye there.
Bye bye.